Hello, everybody. We will start in just a minute, just giving people time to come in. So I am back at my home. Had a pretty good Christmas. Very busy, very busy. I don't live in the same province as my parents, so I kind of have to cram the entirety of all my familial duties for the year into basically 1 week. So that's done. So everybody, sorry if I'm a little tired when I'm doing this stream, a little lower energy. I mean, I'm always low energy, but a little lower energy than normal. But my flight was at like 7 a.m. and so I had to show up at like 4:30, and I didn't really sleep. So it is what it is, I guess. Is what I'm trying to say. So we will get started in just a minute. So Zelensky has gotten cucked. Didn't have the wage cage from the 26th to 29th. Well, 20 oh. Okay, let's see. I have it on maximum volume. Uh is that any better? I added a gain filter. Does that work? Let me know if that works. I have it turned way up. I I don't really get why people say that cuz like with the audio cuz I know like I often will test the videos before I put them up and I can often hear them on like 30%. So I don't know if it's a YouTube thing or what it is, but there we go. I put that up. So, yeah, no, Canada in British countries, December 26th is Boxing Day, and it is also a holiday. So it's pretty easy if you just to take that week off. So I only have to take, I think it was 3 days off, and I got a week off, and I just spent it with my family, which was kind of an interesting experience, as it always is. So let us go and take a look at Time Magazine's. Who does Time Magazine think are the top 100 most influential people of the year? Well, we all know who the most influential person of the year is, that being Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, according to Time Magazine, is the 2023 Person of the Year. Taylor Swift is more influential than Vladimir Putin. Zelensky got cucked. I'll just throw that off the bat. Zelensky is not the most influential person of the year. Putin isn't. Sargon of Akkad isn't. It's Taylor Swift. Kanye, I don't even think made the list. So, yeah, the most influential person of 2023 is Taylor Swift. I'm just getting this out of the way at the beginning because most of you have probably heard it by now. And we will go through the full top 100. And we will see what percentage of people that people in the chat think. So post in the chat who you think should be on the top 100 people list. Who you think belongs on this list. So I'm just going to do a couple of ones that I came up with. So Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin is not on the list. Assad. Assad is not on the list. Who else do we have? Who else can we look at? Is Justin on it? Nope, Justin is not on it, but someone that he nominated is on it. Okay, so Justin did not make the list. Victor Orban. No. Uh, let's see here. Xi Jinping. No. Xi Jinping is not on the list. Um, Constantine brings up the obvious person, MBS or Mohammed bin Salman. No, he is not on the list either. He is not one of the 100 most influential people in the world. Zelensky is not on the list, but are you guys ready for Zelensky to get cocked? It's over. It's over. Zelensky's wife made the list, but he didn't. What a snake eating. That is fucking amazing. He, he lost to his wife. No one even knows who his wife is. But she beat him. Zelensky is not on this list, but his wife is on this list. So that is just a complete snakening. That is fucking beautiful. Uh, Mike Johnson. Nope, Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, is not on this list. Come on, guys, throw some other people. Throw some other people at me. Who is actually influential? Let me think. Like, who are some actually influential directors? Is what's his name on this list? Wow, I just drew a completely total blank there for a minute. Is Christopher Nolan on this list? No, Christopher Nolan is not on this list. Christopher Nolan's not on this list. Lavrov is not on this list. No. Lavrov is the foreign minister of Russia, if memory serves. Yes, foreign minister. Yeah. He's not on this list. Shoigu's not on this list. Zaluzhny's not on this list. You'll see some of the people who are on this list. Is the Barbie director on here? It was the Barbie director. My parents were watching the Barbie movie when I was home, and I just like, guys, can you just not watch it? Nope, she is not on the list. The director of the Barbie movie is not on the list. I don't think Netanyahu is. Nope, Netanyahu is not on the list. Nope, Pashinyan is not on the list. Eliyev. Who is Eliyev again? President of Azerbaijan. No, he is not on the list. Netanyahu is not. So I can kind of sympathize with not wanting to just fill the list up with world leaders, because you could basically take like every leader of the G8 or sorry, the G7, like the leaders of the BRICS. You could just go through like all the major world leaders, and that would take up like 20 or 30 spots or something like that. Actually, you know what? I put like above some of the people on this list. I'd actually put Miyazaki, the head of FromSoft. I'd actually put him higher on this list than some of these other people. I'd put PewDiePie. Now Musk is on this list. Bezos is not. I don't. No, Bezos is not on this list. Um, yeah, but yeah. So this is the list they came up with. So I'm going to do a running total, and we are going to see how many of these I agree with. We aren't even going to say so. All right, so my point is, I can get if they want to break it down by categories. So literally, not everything is just world leaders and like Minister of Foreign Affairs for each country in the world. Like I get it, because you could probably go through this and do like every cabinet member of the U.S. would probably be in the top 100. So I get that. But not having Putin, not having Xi Jinping, like, I don't, it's just, they can't even pick, like if you had to do a top 10, like, You would have to have Putin and Xi Jinping. Now, I think Joe Biden shouldn't have been on this list. I think he is. I don't think Joe Biden should have been on this list because he doesn't like run his own country. Um, he's not influential at all. As we've found out, the military wouldn't let him shoot down the balloon, and it turned out that the military was withholding holding information that the Houthis were shooting at ships until recently. So Biden isn't influential in his own administration. Like Yellen, I think Yellen's on this list, but like Yellen and Blinken and all those people have way more power than Biden does. Oh, you know who else is on this list? The Antichrist himself is not on this list. Donald Trump is not on this list. Nope, Donald Trump is not on this list. Okay, so let us see. Let's go through this. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to buy into this whole category bullshit. Let's see who deserves to. Let's see if anybody in here deserves to be on this list. Okay, Michael B. Jordan. Okay, Michael B. Jordan. I believe he is mostly known for playing Creed. Is where I know him from. Yeah, I know him from Creed and from Black Panther. Um, I get the Creed movies were okay, I guess. It's did they put him on this list because he like took over the franchise from Sylvester Stallone, and they wanted to humiliate Sylvester Stallone? Is that why he's there? Um, I don't get it. So Michael B. Jordan is more influential than Vladimir Putin. You heard it here. Ali Wong. I don't even fucking know who Ali Wong is. Fuck is Ali? I'm gonna have to look some of these people up because I have no idea who they are. Ali Wong. Does it even say? We've been friends ever since. Her strong sense of self. Okay, let's look this up. Who the fuck is Ali Wong? A stand-up comedian who appeared on American Housewife. Never heard of it. Beef. Never heard of it. Always Be My Maybe. Never heard of it. Um, Inside Amy Schumer. Black Box. Are You There, Chelsea? Fresh Off the Boat. Oh, Big Mouth. Okay. So she is more influential than Xi Jinping. So let's just keep this in mind. I never even heard who the fuck she is. Okay. Drew Barrymore, a washed up actress who hasn't been relevant. When was the last time Drew Barrymore even made a movie? Let's look this up. Wrong person? Am I looking at the wrong Ali Wong? Okay, when was the last time Drew Barrymore actually made a movie that anybody saw? Um, I know it's because of her like political activism or whatever nonsense it is. I'm just trying to find it's what was the last movie Drew Barrymore was in? She was let's see or let's see what specifically got her this nomination. What was she involved in 2023 that justified this nomination? Okay, she made the Drew Barrymore show. Okay, solid. She was in Princess Power. Drew's News was 2022. She appeared in Jackpot, which was a short, and Just Like That. And Just Like That, her own show and two or three things no one's ever heard of is enough to earn her a spot on the top 100. Let's see. Austin Butler. I don't even know who this guy is. Let's see. Who's Austin Butler? Sorry, guys. We're going to be doing a lot of this because I don't know who the fuck any of these people are. Let's see here. He was in Elvis, but Elvis was 2022. So it can't be for a film he made 2 years ago because this is the 2023 most influential. Or maybe like they're giving it to him because they didn't give it to him in 2022. I don't know, but apparently appearing in like 3 movies in the last 5 or 4 movies in the last 5 years is enough to be uh more influential than Xi Jinping. Audrey Plaza. The name is vaguely familiar. What has she been in? Okay, she was in Scott Pilgrim, Operation Fortune, and Monsters at Work. Was she on 30 Rock? Maybe. No, I don't see her listed. Oh no, or maybe it's just further down. Yeah, she was on 30 Rock on one episode. And that one episode is enough to give her one spot on the top 100. Okay, let's go. Ryan Johnson. Now, this is actually someone I recognize. Um, as far as people on this list go, this one's not actually that bad. Ryan Johnson is a pretty influential director. He is kind of like people do give him a lot of credit in the industry. He also is like one of the most subversive like shitlibs in Hollywood who just pushes like a really strong agenda in all of his movies. He's the man who single-handedly destroyed Star Wars. He made that god awful movie Glass Onion. So I'm actually gonna say Ryan Johnson's okay. They get a point for Ryan Johnson. That's an okay nomination. That is okay. Um, Also keep in mind that this is not supposed. So initially, the rain is just rubbing up against my leg because she missed me when I was away. Um, like this is not supposed to be whether you like the person or not. This is whether the person is objectively influential. Like Hitler was Man of the Year. Does that mean that they liked Hitler or supported him? No, but it means that he was the most influential person in the world that year. I think Stalin was Man of the Year once. Okay, why is Selma Hayek even here? Like, what did she do this year that was like even mattered? I don't know. For some reason, the industry likes her. I don't know, but she makes the list for God knows what reason. Zoe Saldana. I guess she was in Avatar. Maybe that's what it's for. Um, she was in No, Avatar: The Way of Water was 2022. She was in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Good Burger 2. I think she's a cameo in Good Burger 2. Yeah, she had a cameo in Good Burger 2. So that is enough to earn her a spot in the top 100 most influential people. That's enough to make her more influential than. Let me. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna take a side note because I can't fucking take this. Box office. Let's see what the top movies for 2023 were, and let's see if any of the people who directed them are on the list. Rain, stop biting me. Rain's feeling insecure. She's afraid I'll leave her again. Um. Okay, James Gunn. Let's see if James Gunn is on this list. Now, James Gunn actually is an influential director. He's made a lot of important things. He's had a lot of impact on the movie industry. James Gunn is not on this list. He's not on this list. Despite making like Guardians of the Galaxy, whole bunch of other stuff. Is Tom Cruise on this list? No, Tom Cruise is not on this list. Who made the Super Mario Brothers movie? Like, if we're gonna give like bullshit actors on this, at least give Chris Pratt a shout out. Like, Chris Pratt was at least in. No, none of the directors of this are on this list. Um, Joshua Moon is more influential. Yeah, I agree. Uh, what's his name? Ryan Cawthorne, the guy who did Five Nights at Freddy's, is more influential. Um, John Wick, Keanu Reeves. Okay, there's another one. Keanu Reeves would not have been a bad person to put on this list, to be honest. Keanu Reeves, people talk about Keanu Reeves all the time. He's reinvented the action genre multiple times. John Wick 4 was was just a massive movie. Um, Keanu Reeves on this list would have made some sort of sense. Like if we're just trying to have some people who are actors. But no, he's not on this list. What else do we have here? Okay, we got Taylor Swift. Yeah, so like none of the people. Once again, how is Nolan not on this list? Nolan's made like so many like massive movies that have been extremely influential. He's not even on this. Who made the Little Mermaid? Let's see if the Effler who made this is on the list. Uh, Rob Marshall. Nope, Rob Marshall's on this. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Colin Farrell. Judy Bloom. Who is Judy Bloom? The name sounds familiar. Didn't she write a series of kids' books? Let me look this up. Yeah, Judy Bloom. She wrote the series of kids' books, Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing, um, Double Fudge, Super Fudge, and otherwise known as Shield of the Great. So I think that's who they're referring to here. I think that's the Judy Bloom. Maybe. Coming of age films, I'm no for. Even the most taboo subjects of the time, menstruation and masturbation, were examined. So, is this the same Judy Bloom? Maybe. I don't know. I remember reading those books when I was a kid. So, yeah, okay, it is that Judy Bloom. Okay. All right. So, she makes the list. Um, Leah Michelle. I have no idea who the fuck that is. Let's look this up. Who is this person? Um, she has not been in anything for Broadway person who is on Glee. Okay, so she hasn't done anything like on screen in like 5 years. Okay, more influential than Putin, ladies and gentlemen. More influential than Oppenheimer. Than what's his name? Simone Leah. Let's see here. I just it'll get faster once we're done the actors because I literally just don't know who any of these people are. IMDb doesn't even know who she is. American artist from Chicago has described work as auto-ethnographic and her interests in African art and vernacular objects, performance, and feminism. Okay, if anybody here is like in the comment section, tell me if you've ever heard of this person. I have no idea who this person is. Wolfgang Tillmans. Sounds like a porn star name. Let's see here. He's German photographer. Um, no idea who that is. Okay, next on the list we have Susan Laurie Parks. I don't even know who this is. Like, even just put like Stephen King. Get like the most generic like people you can find and just put them on the list. Put Steven Spielberg on the list. Like, let's see here. What are the 100 most influential people? What is she known for? Um, Betting on Dust Commander. I've never heard of it. Top Dog Underdog. Is that like some S&M thing? 365 plays, 365 days. Father comes home from the war. The harder they come. Uh, okay, I don't even know. I don't even know. So we're one for like 10 so far. Neil Gaiman. Okay, that is you know what? I'll give Neil Gaiman that is fair. Neil Gaiman, very well known comic artist, very influential on the industry. I've heard of him. Lots of his stuff has been adapted. I'm gonna give them Neil Gaiman. That's okay. That's okay. Does he deserve to be there over Vladimir Putin? No, but it's at least somebody like who I think actually is an industry leader. No, neither the Hamas or Houthi leader. Bebe didn't make this list either. Shervin Hajipor. Does anyone know who this dude is? I've never heard of him. Uh, he released a song, "Maybe Paradise," a new era. Okay, so he posted stuff on his social media after appearing in an Iranian television program, New Era. Um, uh, like a feminist or so. He was like a feminist who was arrested by the Revolutionary Guards. I love how like none of the once again I love how the Armenians keep getting cocked. Like none of them deserve to be on this list. We can't. Is Kardashian even on this list? Nope. Kim Kardashian is on this list. I would take Kim Kardashian over most of these people. Okay. L and Sui. A Ghanaian Ghanaian is it Ghanaian or Ghanaian a Ghanaian sculptor. He's drawn particular attention for his bottle top installations. What the fuck is a bottle top installation? What? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? I don't know. I'm actually kind of having a panic attack. Like, what is this shit? This is his life's work. This garbage. I don't even know what the fuck this is. Okay, I can't even take it. We're just I don't know some fucking African guy. Some African guy. Colleen Hoover. Colleen Hoover's books are everywhere. I have no idea who this is. Oh, okay. You know what? I actually have seen. Okay, the covers look familiar. The covers look familiar. I have no idea who this person is. I don't know why they're like on this list? Steve Lacy. Like, I honestly might have, like, if we were gonna have musicians, might have put Jay Z on this list because isn't he really isn't he like really big in the music industry? Like, once I'd even take Eminem. I take Eminem. I take Kanye West. Kanye West isn't on this list, of course, because he's not influential. Uh, okay. I haven't heard of any of these songs. I have no idea who this dude is. Okay, so there we go. All right, so the artist section was a disaster. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So out of the 20, there was two I agreed with. So we're 2 for 20, ladies and gentlemen. That's 10%. Okay, let's move on. Jennifer Coolidge. She was in American Pie like 20, like 30 years ago? Why is Jennifer Coolidge on this list? What is she even like? I actually thought this one was a joke because I'm not going through this for the first time. Okay, what has she like done recently? She did Shotgun Wedding and We Have a Ghost. And I don't think she was a main character in either of those. But for some reason, Jennifer Coolidge is more influential than like who are some other actors who are big at the moment? Than Tom Cruise. Then like you know what? If you wanted to go with somebody a bit weird, why not put Chris Pratt on the list? He's been in a lot of big movies lately. Um, what are the other big films this year? Box Office Mojo. I mean, you could do who else do we have? Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel would be better. Um, Tom Cruise would be better. Uh, Scott Cawthorn would be an interesting one. But like literally Jennifer Coolidge. Who cares? Okay. Ki Hu Kwan is this dude? Because I'm hoping for some of these, it might be somebody like whose work I'm familiar with, but who hasn't done anything. Okay. So he was short round in Temple of Doom. He was in the Goonies. And he did Everything Everywhere All at Once, which I didn't see and I have no desire to see. But he actually made a movie that I've heard of. So I'm going to give them a point for him because he actually made a movie that like won an award. Okay. Who are these two? Is a former competition swimmer, lifeguard, and human rights activist. Fleeing her country, they pulled their boat with other refugees towards the Mediterranean coast of Greece, saving themselves and the other passengers. Continuing their journey across the Balkans, they arrived in Berlin, Germany. She was named one of the top 100 most influential people there. Um, no idea who the fuck she even is. I guess she swam. She swam in the Mediterranean Ocean and she was a refugee. So that's enough to give her a spot on this list. I think he's the head of Indian actor and producer. Um, Was he in Octopussy or was that someone else? No, he was in Octopussy. I mean, I can't really. I don't watch Bollywood movies, so I have no idea. Maybe he is really influential in Bollywood. The name is familiar. I think for the sake of this list, I'm going to give them a point for that, and just assume he probably is like the number one guy. And we have Pedro Pascal. Now, I like Pedro Pascal. I like a lot of the movies he's in. Is he one of the 100 most influential people in the world? No, but I will give them credit for at least including somebody I'd heard of. So I don't know. I'll put this in the category of maybe. Um, he doesn't belong on this list, but it's like it's at least like I understand why they picked him. Brittany Griner. Who the fuck is Brittany Griner? She is a two-time Olympic gold medalist who won with the U.S. women's national basketball team. Um, she's the number one women's U.S. women's basketball player. That's fucking amazing. That definitely. Does anyone even can anyone even name like a single women's basketball team? Okay, King Charles. Yeah, I'll give them King Charles. Major world leader. I don't get why he's on this list, but Putin isn't. But you know what? We'll give them that. At least he's somebody whose name I've heard of. Salman Rushdie. Has Salman Rushdie been relevant in like the last 30 years? Like it's a person whose name I recognize, but has he like done anything since like the Satanic Verses? Okay, I think it said he got stabbed. Okay, somebody stabbed him, and that's why he makes the list. And he lost the eye because of the murder attempt. So he gets to be on the list um, because he got stabbed. I'm like at least I know who he is, but I'm not including him because I think that's a G slur reason to put someone on this list. Okay, Rovon Wells. Who? The mother of Tyre Nichols, a man killed by the Memphis police. Okay, so she's the mother of just some dindu. That's okay. So they just some fucking random person, not even like a known like member of BLM someone might recognize, just some fucking random person. Um, the first African American to lead the American Library Association. Okay, let's see. Um, I'm just trying to see. She was a black librarian. As far as I can tell, that's the reason she got it because she's black and she's a librarian. So that's cool. Okay. Pang Lifa. Who is this? Is this like some G slur Chinese dissident? Oh, the Beijing Sitong Bridge protest in 2023. He is a physicist and philosophy enthusiast. One banner criticized Xi Jinping as a national traitor, and another one said, "We want food, not PCR tests." So he's like a vaccine denier? Okay. Uh, I don't. We want reform, not a cultural revolution. Okay. So he's like a COVID denier, I guess, because he's against testing. Or are we supposed to believe COVID doesn't exist now? I don't even remember. So he is more influential than Xi Jinping. He's more influential than the foreign minister of China, than every single oligarch in China. I've never heard of him. Shannon Watts. Who is Shannon Watts? Gun safe. Okay, gun safety, gun violence prevention. Um, a board member of Emerge America. Has anyone here ever heard of Emerge America? I've never heard of Emerge America. Um, like honestly, guys, I take Cenk Uygur over these people. I think Cenk is more influential. Is Tucker Carlson on this list? Let's see if Tucker Carlson's on this list. No, Tucker Carlson isn't influential at all. He just had the highest rated cable news show and now is the highest rated other show. So I don't know. If people in the chat like, do you recognize any of these? Like, please let me know because maybe I just live under a rock and none of these people are familiar to me. Haluk Levant. Who? The long forgotten Anatolian rock genre. A fusion of Turkish folk music and rock. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna look this up afterwards because this sounds kind of keto. So, um, I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he did revolutionize um, it. He later said he would not attend the gala due to criticism aimed at the Turkish government. Okay, so maybe he's like a supporter of Erdogan. I don't know. You know what? I'll give them a point for this, I guess, because maybe he is super influential in Turkey. I don't know. I'm gonna definitely look up Anatolian rock because that sounds based. Once we're done here. By the way, I'm being very generous with who I'm giving these people to. Imara Jones. Transphobia is a choice, not a default setting. Who is this? Some black tranny? Who's the creator of Translash Media. How many people here have heard of Translash Media? How many people here have heard of Translash Media? Um, like, let's see. Who are the most subscribed channels on YouTube? Like, they couldn't even throw PewDiePie on. Like, if we wanted to go with someone like generic, like PewDiePie is massive. Like PewDiePie is actually influential. Like people have heard of PewDiePie. Like kids look up to him. Like people might have heard of him, or what's his name, Gabe Newell, the head of Valve. That would make more sense. I actually don't know what some of these are. Who's Mr. Beast? I actually don't know who Mr. Beast is. What is T Series? Coco Melon. I mean, if WWE's that high, then throw Vince McMahon on the list. I don't know. So, okay. Yvonne Chouinard. American rock climber. His company, Patagonia. Okay, you know what? I've heard of Patagonia. Um, I don't know why it's on this list. Oh, okay. He was against okay. He was anti-Trump and he supported Black Lives Matter. Okay. So like they just picked some random like dude who okay, so Patagonia is a big company. Like I will say that. Let's see, who are the largest companies? But it's super woke, so therefore, like I guess, like the Walton family didn't make it. Like, uh, who's the head of Saudi Aramco? No, MBS is not on it. Jeff Bezos is not on it. This guy is more. Is it okay? So Emperor of Holy Rome says it's good. I don't know who Mr. Beast is. Yeah, I have no idea who Mr. Beast is. I don't know who like any of these people are. Maybe that's a power move. Like I barely know who Taylor Swift is. I couldn't name a single song of hers. CEO of ExxonMobil is not on this list. Head of Apple isn't on this list. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. Pioneers. I thought like I guess you don't have to be a human being to be on this list. We have I don't even know what this thing is. Who is the Argent most influential person of the year? Um, I don't think I have one. I have Lolcow of the year and biggest Fsler of the year. Lolcow of the year, spoiler alert, when the Argent Awards come out, is going to be Andrew Tate. After much deliberation, I think he's going to get it. Also, the Argent Awards are supposed to be funny, so a most influential person doesn't make sense. As for biggest F slur, it's a tricky one. It's like a three-way race between Justin Trudeau, Olive Schultz, and General Milley. They haven't decided yet. Doja Cat. Who the fuck is Doja Cat? Is that like a Doge meme reference? Oh, okay. She's Jewish and Zulu. Okay. Yeah, I can't take it. Some of these I might have to skip these people because I don't even know who the fuck these people are. Some skier, that's some trans person. Um, Plato believed that our world's beauty and goodness were inherently entwined. Is as good as she is beautiful. Don't bring Plato into this. Why are we bringing Plato into this? I don't know. I, I, I have no idea. Okay. We're just gonna skip through this because I can't take it. I don't know who any of these people are. Maybe I'm just retarded. Maybe I just don't like. Um, okay, I'm just gonna read through the names. If anybody who's watching this could post in the chat if you've heard of any of them. Michaela Schifrin, Bella Hadid, Sam Altman. He looks like he's giving a speech. Oh, okay. No, this was actually one I agreed with. Yeah, he created ChatGPT. Okay, yep, that's fair. They get a point for that. Creator of ChatGPT. That's actually a good pick. I'll give them credit for that. 100% agree with that. Someone who's good at skiing. Yeah, ChatGPT guy. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, some human rights person from Iran. Who's Tom Brown? some like fashion guy. I don't know. That outfit kind of makes me want to vomit. Rajamouli. Um, I don't. For some of these, I'm just gonna give them the point because I actually have no idea. Like, I don't know anything about Bollywood, so me not having heard of these guys doesn't really matter. So we'll give them that because maybe he is. Mr. Beast. I admit I don't even know who Mr. Beast is. I feel like am I just retarded or I live under a rock or something that I don't know who Mr. Beast is. Um, I could it could be. He does have one of the largest YouTube channels, so I'll give them Mr. Beast. I have no idea who he is though. Led the world's countries to one decade's biggest environmental wins. Is it weird that I don't know who like Mr. Beast is? Keep in mind I'm 33, so maybe like that's why it's just not part of my generation. Tanzanian biodiversity leader and lawyer. Is it Jover? Because I don't know who Mr. Beast is. um. Okay, I've never heard of this person. Brittany Schmidt and Peter Davis. Some climate Scientologists I've never heard of. Sam Rivera. Who is this? Um. Okay. A guy who did a bunch of work to um did some work to help black people who were drug addicts. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave him off for now. I haven't heard of him. Robert Zeng, uh, founder of Contemporary, the world's top provider of electric vehicle batteries, with 37% of the global market. Okay, there. That is an industrialist I can get behind. I wasn't familiar with him, but okay, if his company controls more than a third of the world's batteries, then yeah, he definitely deserves to be on this list. There we go. We're at like 10 out of 30 so far. Edward Reynolds. Who is Edward Reynolds? Um. Okay, a NASA guy. Um. Planetary Defense System. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't think he's top 100, but at least they like pick somebody who did something. Margaret Mitchell. Who's Margaret Mitchell? Uh, some anti AI person. Okay. All right, leaders. Let's fucking go. We have the not even the B team, not even the C team. We have the Z team, led by Elena Zelenska. Take that, Zelensky. You don't even make the list anymore. Your fucking wife makes the list. Um, and yet she looks more professional than you because she's actually wearing a suit, whereas you just wear your fucking sweater. Sorry if there's a whistling in the background. It's just my heater. Okay, so Zelenska. Uh, I don't think she should be on this list. Lula. Okay, Lula, fair enough. Head of one of the world's largest countries, major leader in the BRICS. Okay. The thing is, though, putting Lula on this list, like makes me think, well, why didn't they put like Putin on this list? Why isn't Xi Jinping on this list? But okay, that's fair. Hakeem Jeffries. Now, Hakeem Jeffries is on this list, but what's his name? But Mike Johnson is not on this list. Um, so the minority leader of the House is on the list, but not the majority leader. Actually, they did that both ways because Mitch McConnell is on this list, but Chuck Schumer is not on this list. So they're positing that the minority leader in the Senate and the House are both more important. Who is this? Oh yeah, the dude who was arrested in Russia. Wasn't he wasn't he snooping around some like secret Russian shit that he wasn't supposed to be in? Um Here's an interesting question. Um I'm just going to throw it out there. I don't have the answer. Who do you think has more journalists in prison? Russia or Ukraine? I would be willing to like put money down that Ukraine has way more journalists in prison. What's wrong? It's a hostage crisis, like how Ukraine is holding Gonzalo Lira hostage. Like once again, Gonzalo Lira is really stupid. Like I said at the time that it was intensely stupid that he was on the list. No, that he stayed in Ukraine, that he was like posting shit defending Putin. But he is an American citizen. You can say what you want about him. He is an American citizen, and he's entitled to the American government's protection. And he is being held hostage by, yeah, Ukraine is likely drafting the journalists. You're right. You're right. I don't think anyone's in jail anymore in Ukraine. Janet Yellen. Um, I will say yes to Janet Yellen. She does have a lot of influence in the Biden administration. So, yep, that's fine. Uh, Sherry Remen. Some Pakistani, some white presenting Pakistani woman. Um, they don't even have what's his name here. Imran Khan, who is the president of Pakistan that got overthrown in a coup and is on trial for corruption. Is that Imran Khan? Yeah, Imran Khan's not on this list. Um, like, or is he dead now? Is he still alive? Uh, say his birthday. Yeah, Imran Khan would make sense to be on this list. Like he is a like key figure in Pakistani politics. He's a bigger figure than whoever this person is. Okay. Mitch McConnell. I'm not giving it to Mitch McConnell because technically he might be right. I'll do 13. I'll give him. I'll give them a point for Mitch McConnell. Anthony Albanese. Okay, the Prime Minister of Australia. Uh, I guess it's at least the leader of a semi-important country. Okay, so we'll give them a point because it's actually a leader. Who is this? Global crackdown on the market power of big tech companies. Uh, I don't know who she is. Maybe she's a big person. I don't know. I'm just gonna be generous and I'll give them a point. I don't think Joe Biden belongs on this list because Joe Biden doesn't can't influence what he has for breakfast, let alone who is the head of the government. I guess Joe Biden is theoretically the president of America, but I'd probably put Blinken above him. Is Blinken on this list? No. Or somebody else. I don't know. Why is Biden on this list? Samuel Alito. Interesting. Um so I think fine. Samuel Alito is a very important person. Notice once again that Clarence Thomas got cocked. Him being the black Supreme Court judge doesn't matter. Basically, he doesn't get affirmative action because he's black, because he's a conservative. So Alito gets the spot and he doesn't. It just completely blown out. Gustavo Petro, the president of Colombia. Um, I think he's like Colombia had like a colored revolution or something. Colombia was a fairly conservative country, and now it's swung pretty far to the left. So I'll give it to him. He's at least the head of a somewhat important country. Rhode Island's first female U.S. senator for Rhode Island. Gina. Okay. U.S. Secretary of Commerce. Um, Secretary of Commerce is important, so I don't recognize the name, but we'll go with that. Who is this? Oh, okay. Has tried to make Ukraine more democratic and document Russia's war crimes against civilians. Once again, I note Israel has killed probably twice as many people in Palestine in the last 2 months as Russia has in the past 2 years. So keep that in mind. This is not getting it. It's just some fucking randoid with a NGO. Okay, Prime Minister of Japan. Sure. Leader of a major country. Cindy McCain. Who's Cindy McCain? Head of the World Food Program. I maybe. I'm just gonna say no. Who is this person? But Kelly, what's his name? I can never pronounce his name. President of El Salvador is not on this list. Uh, who is this? Human rights activist. Bekele, or however you pronounce his name, he completely solved crime in the most crime-ridden country on earth. He's like the only person I've ever seen in a democratic society to have an approval rating over 90%. He doesn't get to be on this list because he's like right wing. Okay, so he can't be on this list. I don't know who the fuck this person is. Olaf Scholz. Okay, sure. Olaf Schultz, probably he's a finalist for Essler of the Year. He's like up there. Who is this dude? Nigeria's newly elected president. I guess he's the leader of a major country, so fine. I think this is the leader of Myanmar. So okay, so that's fine. I'll give them that. Titans. Angela Bassett. She is the queen of Wakanda. Who? Uh, so she was in Wakanda. She was in the Tina Turner documentary. I don't know. Maybe she's like really important to black people. I don't know. I'm not giving her a pass on this one. Laureen Powell Jobs. Is she related to Steve Jobs? Which is really what gardening is all about. Okay, so she's involved with some NGO. I don't know. She's not going on this list. Lionel Messi. I mean, he's a big athlete. I'm pretty sure I've heard of him, but does that make him like the most influential person on earth? Padma Lakshmi. She hosted the show Taste the Nation. It's Padma's genuine love of food and how freaking smart she is that makes her electric to watch as the host of Top Chef. It also helps that she's drop dead gorgeous. I mean, that's probably the reason why she's there. But I don't know. She hosts a cooking show, so that gets her to be on this list. Johan Rockstrom. Uh, Interconnected crises. Okay, well, if it has to do with interconnectivity, then we're just gonna skip him. Beyonce. Why is Beyonce on this list? Why does she look awful? Like, what is this? Ew. I was just watching part of like Austin Powers, uh, 3 the other day, and she looked good in that. What the fuck happened to her? Did she like inject like fetuses into herself or something? Why is Beyonce on this list? I don't know. I mean, I'm tempted to give them a point because it actually is somebody we've heard of. You know what? I'll give them a point for Beyonce because it's like actually someone who is somewhat influential. Uh, Patrick Mahomes. Um, I've heard of him. He's a big football player. Does that make him one of the most influential people in the world? No. Okay. Elon Musk. Yes, Elon Musk, 100%. I don't think we even need to touch that. Elon Musk for any number of different reasons. Um, oh, she was responsible for the historical revisionist movie, The Woman King, that defended the slave kingdom of Ashanti against the British who were trying to end slavery. I'm her fan and cheerleader for life. Okay, she is not going on this list. Karen Lynch. Um, American Heart Association Roundtable. I don't know who this person is. Sorry guys, I know I keep saying that, but who's this? Let's see who this guy is. TikTok. Okay. Is he the head of TikTok? I have a confession to make. I have never watched a single TikTok video. I don't even really know what TikTok is. Is it like Vines or something, where it's like these short videos? Because my sister was saying how she gets all her news off of TikTok, and I'm like, I don't even really know what TikTok is. I think someone told me it was like short videos or something like that. And I just like that doesn't sound very interesting to me. So like I watch the Duran, Alexander Mercouris, and Alex Christoforou every day because they cover the major geopolitical stories. Um, some Telegram channels and some Twitter feeds is how I follow things. Who are these people? Some Turkish people who live in Germany. I can't judge some of these because it's just some of these they might be influential. It's just hard for me to know because I'm not like it's just not an industry I follow. So let's see here. Some Jewish woman. No, anti-Semitism, but it never ends with the Jews. Okay, well she's gonna be not referenced. Bob Iger. Let's see here. Isn't he the asshole behind Disney? Isn't he the dude who drove Disney into the ground? Okay, yeah, he deserves to be on this list. He's a fucking terrible CEO, but he is really important. No, like I know Taylor Swift is like a big singer and that like girls are obsessed with her. And there was all those like cringy memes that like neo Nazis put up where she was like an SS member, but it's just like I don't know. Sarah Kate Ellis, one of the most important people in modern politics, full stop. CEO of GLAD. Isn't that like the okay, so some fucking advocate for the LGBLT. Um I don't know, maybe she is influential. You know what? We'll just why not? They always seem to win every contest, so we'll give them a point for that. Devastated some soccer dude from France. Okay. Natasha Leone. And like it's not like I'm completely behind on like you guys see how many like movies and TV shows and video games and like new stuff I see. I just don't have any interest in something like TikTok. I'd much rather watch like an epic history documentary ranking Napoleon's marshals or like a 20-hour long schizo post detailing the deep lore of Five Nights at Freddy's or some like wholesome shoujo romance anime. Um, I what her work? What is her work? Leone and Poker Face. I don't know some movie no one's ever seen. Okay, Monica Simpson. That like is she related to OJ? The devastation of the Dobbs decision. Let's see here. Okay, we're just gonna skip that. I've never heard of her. Nathan Feeder. Our new show, The Curse. What's the rehearsal? Is the rehearsal like a stage show or something? Oh, okay. Well, he's Canadian, so he's off automatically. Like sucks. Fuck Canadians. Let's see here. He co-created the Comedy Central parody show Nathan for You. I've never heard of Nathan for You, and I used to watch Comedy Central too. Um, how to with John Wilson, Showtime's The Curse. Okay, that's why he's on this list. I don't know. I haven't heard of any of these things, and I live in Canada. Um, so this is making me feel like an old man. People in the chat, like I'm not a complete like loser, right? Like you don't know who any like most of you don't know who these guys know are either, right? Like I'm not like just a complete like don't know anything like loser because I don't know who any of these people are. Okay, just some other black woman, generic black woman. Miyazaki. Oh, Miyazaki is on the list. Fucking based. Okay, I stand corrected. I said they should have Miyazaki on the list, and they do. Okay, Miyazaki, 100% agree. One of the most influential video game designers of like the last couple decades. Completely reinvented storytelling. Some things I like, some things I don't like, but he definitely is someone who's influential. Jared Carmichael. I don't know who this is. Some comedian. I admit, like, I just don't like stand up comedy. Like, I don't watch stand up comedy. So maybe this guy is really big in stand up comedy. I don't know. It's not something. It's not something I really watch. Catherine Coleman Flowers. Okay, some other generic black woman. Is Gordon Ramsay on this list? Ramsay not on this list. He's like the biggest television star of all time. Sheen Sherman, Taste the Nation. Uh, Indigenous cuisine in the U.S. I have no idea who this is. Um, some some tennis player who supported some tennis players supported Ukraine. Who is this? Living Breakwaters. What the heck? What the fuck is Living Breakwaters? Okay, maybe that's a big thing. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I just want to kind of be done this list, and then we can talk about like top anime characters of like and top anime betrayals. This list is an anime betrayal of my sanity. Okay, we have Demi um, Ogoina. Let's see here. Oh, no, he was involved with monkeypox. Okay, we'll give them one just because. Let's see. Lasers and fusion power. Okay, so out of this list, I agreed with 31. Which is actually a lot higher than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be like 10. Um, Before I reflect on this, I'm just going to sing you a couple bars. Uh, because I am going to be doing the Arjun Awards later this week. So I have been working on the Prigozhin song. Where is it? Just trying to find where I put it. Did it not save? Oh, fuck. Did it just not save? Well, okay, here we go. I, Wagner's Rose, may you shitpost in our hearts. You had the grace to lead the charge while Bakhmut was torn apart. You joined the SMO and visited your boys in pain. Now you're the best in hell, and Putin dances on your grave. And it seems to me that you like to LARP as a military man when you were just a caterer who never served a day. And your boys' bodies will always lay along Ukraine's flattest plains. Your march burned out long before the memes ever will. March for justice lost. The Chechens thwarted you. You wanted to remove Gerasimov and Defense Minister Shoigu. And even though you failed, Lukashenko bailed you out. All our memes cannot express your trolling throughout the years. And then we had, okay, yeah, that was, I can't sing for shit. I was trying to rewrite Candle in the Wind to be about Prigozhin. So that's it. Okay. So that list was fucking atrocious. Prigozhin didn't even make the list. Um, Prigozhin doesn't deserve to be on this list for some reason. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. What is the top anime of 2023? Um. Oh no, those are movies. Okay. Uh. I'm just. Let me see. What have I? Chilling in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon Army was like okay. It was fairly. It was kind of wholesome. It was not good. It wasn't horrible. Is it wrong to Denmayachi or however you pronounce it? It wasn't bad. It's something I'll watch. The reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world. Uh, Saving 80,000 gold in another world for my retirement was. I didn't watch that. I don't know what would be the anime of the year. The Saints Magic is Omnipotent season 2 wasn't bad. Hell's Paradise wasn't bad. Um, Rain's currently sticking her tail in my face. Oh, Over the Moon for You. Yeah, Over the Moon for You season 2 is really good. What else is there? I actually like Sweet Reincarnation was pretty good. Is Freenin Shoujo? Let me see what it's classified as. I'd imagine it's Senin is going to be my guess. Oh, it's Shonen, really? Hmm, surprising. Anyways, I think that covers that episode. Um, I wrote that thing on 2 hours of sleep while I was cramped on the airplane this morning. So I'll try to put it up a bit. The Arjun Awards are coming. I've got the nominations done. I just need to make the like actual show. Um, I'm bad with media production, so it's probably just going to be a PowerPoint presentation. where we just kind of go through the nominees. So how it's going to work is we're going to start off the show, and I'm going to present a couple Lifetime Achievement Awards. We're going to dedicate the show to the memory of Prigozhin. And we're just going to go through the various categories. I'm going to explain why people are on the list and who wins the individual ones. I think I'm going to have to put up a poll for biggest snake because I honestly, I like it. It was rough. I can't figure it out. So, like in the biggest snake category, we had Prigozhin, the American media in general, Pashinyan. Um, who is the other person? Um, is what I have so far for the biggest snake. So it's rough though. I'm not really sure. I have to check. There might be another one, but it's like I actually can. I've gone back and forth on that one. Um, who is gonna win? I might have to put it up to a poll because I honestly don't know. Who's gonna get up to it? Gamer of the year is also super competitive. Um, so we'll have to do that. Uh, well, I've changed it a lot since I put this up, but yeah. So I don't know who to put down for. I might put it to a vote for biggest snake because they're like all such good snakes. It's kind of hard to know, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed the show. God bless everyone. Have